Hey guys, it's Dave here, and today I'm taking a look at the Elgato HD60s video capture card here. It's an external capture card. Now this is very similar to the HD60, which I've been using for many years to capture some video game footage for various projects. There are some similarities to the HD60 and the HD60s, and there's some differences. So let's go over those right now. First thing is the size. They are exactly the same. I can't show you the S right now because I have it connected and I'm going to show you a couple of things, but they are exactly the same size. The only difference is in the cosmetics. On the 60S, it says 60S, and on the sides, instead of a black lettering that say in and out, it's white, which is very handy. It really sticks out as far as what goes in and what goes out. Both use the Elgato capture software that you see behind you, and that works very well, I might say, and both work in OBS, obviously. Both are HDMI in and HDMI out only. You can't use a component, a composite, an S-video, or anything else. This is HDMI only. However, if you get some converters, as long as you get HDMI in, you can get HDMI out. Okay? Now, on the 60, that's some of the similarities. Now, let's go on to some of the differences. To get the 60 connected to your computer, you go HDMI in from the source, from your video game or camera or whatever. Then you take the USB mini to a USB on your computer, and then you need an HDMI out to go to a monitor or a TV. Now, this is where you're going to actually play the game if you're gaming, is on the monitor from the HDMI out on this, because if you try to look at the computer, there is a lot of lag, okay? It's a great card, but the lag is definitely noticeable, and you can't play any games if you're trying to watch it right on the computer, okay? So if we go to the HD60s now, okay, it's the same thing. It's HDMI in, but it's a USB-C connection, and that goes to the USB 3 on your computer, and that makes a world of difference. The USB 3 is the blue USB connection on your computer, and that makes all the difference in the world as far as the speed and everything. In fact, you almost get zero latency or zero lag on your computer. It's not perfect. You just got to get used to it, but it's real close, okay? So I can actually stream from my game into here, go right into my computer, and I don't need this HDMI to an external monitor or TV to play. I can do it all in one, which is great, not having to set up another video source and another plug and another wire. It really does make all the difference in the world. Okay, now getting back to the HD60 for 1 second here, I tried to capture some PS2 footage. I like to play the older games, and that's what I'm kind of using this for, okay? And I found that I was getting a lot of distortion when I tried to configure this external card here. I just couldn't get it to look good, and I finally had to check the box that said scale it all down. I was able to capture flawlessly then, but it was grainy, it was bad, it was not the quality that I wanted. Now, I know PS2 is very old, but the quality was really horrible. I didn't like it at all, okay? But it did capture the footage. Now, on the HD60s, as you can hear my dog barking in the background, this did not immediately capture the PS2, okay? I had to buy a special cable from Pound. It was called the Pound HD Link cable for the PS2, and once I did that, instantly captured footage flawlessly, okay? So, the HD60 captured the PlayStation fine, but was grainy. The HD60s captured it really good once I got the Pound cable going, okay? There was no distortion, no anything. I didn't have to degrade the quality. It worked really well, okay? So now let's do a quick connection here. Oh, and I'm able, with the HD60s, I'm able to play it right on my computer as I stream or record. So that is super nice. I don't have to set up any external monitors or anything like that. I can play it right from the computer. You do got to get used to just that tiny bit of lag you got to get used to, but it is there. So let me show you some of the Elgato software here with the HD60 running. So let me take off the webcam here. Okay. And so now I'm recording here. So I'm going to turn on my PS2, and you'll see up here in the corner it's got no signal, and now it's going to detect the signal, and here is the PS2. Okay, the PS2 is right here on my desktop. And that's going to boot up. I'm just going to plug in my controller. Okay, and I do have a game in there, and that should boot right up, and we should be able to play the game. Once it boots up, I do have a game in there, don't I? I do. So let's give that 1 second. And here we go. Okay, so this is booting up from the Elgato, from the PS2 into the HD60 into the Elgato software. And of course, it's going to be a hockey game. And once we get past the cutscenes, which don't look so good, the actual game does not look too bad, okay? So, now again, it's PS2 graphics. Keep that in mind. So I just got to get through the intro here. Here we go. Yada, yada, yada. And we got all the little yeah. Okay, so this is ESPN NHL hockey booting up, aka 2K4. Okay, now as you can see, this is not too bad. I mean, the text there was not looking that bad. Okay, and this is full screen on my monitor. Again, this is PS2 going through a HDMI cable into the HD60, and because I didn't have to scale it down, I'm getting a pretty good look here. It is upscaled a little bit, and I don't think this looks too bad. I want to just see if I want to just jump into a game real quick. They have you try to set up all this stuff. So let's go quick game, and we're just going to play Islanders and Capitals. How about that? Okay, so let's play. We can just go with the jerseys there, and let's just play the game right now. Okay, so we'll play at Nassau Coliseum, which I hope the Islanders will go back to at some point because I can't stand that other rink they're playing at. And this is actually not bad. The graphics here, again, PS2 graphics, they're being stretched a little bit to fit the screen. But honestly, I don't think the graphics are all that bad for the PS2, which is what I'm trying to capture and stream when I play. So here we go. So here's the game, and I think this looks actually really good. So I'm not that good at the game, but let's see if I remember how to shoot. Okay, saved by Kolzig there. Again, this is 2K5. This is back around 2004. But as you can see, the gameplay it looks really good. And I'm playing it right from my computer monitor with no secondary monitor. The lag is minimal. I just need to shoot and check a little bit sooner than I normally would. But if I'm playing by myself or if I'm just showcasing a game, it's very manageable. So, shot and a save there, and well, we'll pause it right there. So that is some of the gameplay. As I bring my camera back online here, that is some of the gameplay here. And you can see that the Elgato screen is back up here, and that's what I got. I think it's pretty good for the PS2. Now, I just go into my settings here, if I can show you that. Let me kill my camera one more time, and that is this button right here. So you can see I just set it up for the Xbox 360 is what I'm calling it, standard. This is, you can see the input coming in at 720 off of the HD60. Yeah, pretty good. Now, if I go back to the HD60, not the 60S, I would have to check this box over here. Convert standard definition to 640, and that brought the quality way, way down. So that's how I had to do it on the 60. The 60S, I don't need to do that. If I go to my settings up here, there's a couple options here to go the software built in NVIDIA Force. So there's a few different settings here that I got it to look really good. But on the HD60, let me bring my camera back. On the HD60, I couldn't get it to look this good. This is just a fantastic look right here that you have going on behind me in the game that is far superior to the HD60, okay? Like I say, I did have a little bit of issue with a couple of things on the new one until I got the cable, but I'll go over the whole cable thing later on. But right now, with the HD60S, I'm able to capture my PlayStation 2, and I'm able to capture my my original Xbox, and I imagine without any problem I should be able to get my my Xbox 360. Now also, the PlayStation 2 with this new cable I got, and I'm going to do a review on that. I keep telling you, but I will. I'm able to play PS1 games here as well. Now, I was using this right here for my signal out. This was my PS2 to HDMI. This is what I was using on the PS2, and this played nicely with this, okay? As long as I checked that box, it said 640 to 480. This would not work with the HD60s. So that was my only issue I had with the HD60s, was the old connection for the PS2 would not work. The video came through, the video looked good. The sound was all messed up. It was like racing really fast, and it sounded really weird. I couldn't figure it out. But so far the only issue I had with the HD60s was it would not work with this old connection. However, when I got the Pound Link cable for the Xbox and the PS2, works flawlessly, and in fact this right here would not work with PS1 games, okay? The Pound Link cable does. So HD60s is my upgrade from the HD60. It's allowing me to play PS2, it's allowing me to play Xbox, it's allowing me to PS1. Basically anything I want to throw at it, I can stream through here. But I really wanted it for the older games, and I like the fact that I can play right here on the computer. I don't have to go and mess around with second monitors or anything like that. It's just nice and convenient, and it does stream too. So if I come over here, and let me get rid of my camera one more time, and if I come up over here on the right-hand side, I can stream it. And I can change the name of the game I want to do, and it goes right to my YouTube channel. I have my live commentary microphone and the game audio. All the typical Elgato stuff is here, and that works out really well. This also works in OBS. It just goes in normally as you would. There's a little more configuring with OBS with microphones and webcam and the whole bit. But it will obviously work with OBS as well. I haven't tried XSplit. I don't have XSplit, so I can't tell you if it works with that. But for myself, the Elgato software, both the 60 and the 60s works fantastic with the Elgato software for recording and streaming. And yeah, so I've had really good results so far with the HD60, especially now that I got the new cable going for the PS2. But so now I can do PS2, PS1, and the whole bit. I'm kind of repeating myself. But anyway, that's a quick look at the Elgato HD60s, and I hope you liked it. That's all. This is Dave. Thanks for watching.